How's everybody doing?
Good.
Good.
Questions? All right, thank you, Brian.
I'll start with two. Having 12 different pass catchers in this last game, I mean, what do you think that says about you guys as a receivers unit and just kind of an offense in general with the tight ends and running backs?
I think the biggest thing is just the versatility that we have in the whole entire offensive room. We know that anybody we put out there can make a catch or make a play, so I feel like again, the versatility is the biggest thing, and we knew that coming into the season, that would be a big positive, I guess, with our offense.
And then Coach Loxley has talked about Talia's command of the offense this year.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any specific way you can think of like how you have noticed that in practice or games, anything he's doing that you can see how much he's improved?
Just being a lot more vocal. I think compared to maybe last year, if some things kind of slipped a little in practice, it might take a little more coaching and stuff like that to kind of get everybody back on track. But like I said earlier, it's a player-driven team, and when something starts slipping in practice, he's on it quick. So he doesn't let, and then we're on it as well. So it's not really him being the quarterback having to control everything. I think us as receivers, and then even the running backs, they get on their respective rooms. But he's kind of like the overseer of everything.
Hey, Brian. My question is, this is basically like a big opportunity for you guys.
Yes, sir.
Both teams are undefeated. I believe it's the first time since 2016 since Maryland's been 4-0 up to this point. Just what is you guys' thoughts about this big opportunity to face a top 5 team on Friday night?
I think the biggest thing is just treating it like every weekend. I think when you try to, I guess, weigh the situation and everything, I think your priorities can kind of get out of line and stuff like that. And then you start making mental errors and stuff that happens like that. So the biggest thing is really just treating it like every weekend, and treating it just like giving every team the same respect each and every weekend going into the game.
A little bit of a follow-up on that last question. I know you and so many other guys on this team came here to play games like this where you're undefeated. You're playing another team that's undefeated. It's prime time. It's a huge game. How excited are you? Maybe you're not thinking about how important it is, but how excited and what's it going to feel like to take the field and be a part of such a big game like this?
Yeah, super excited. Being that, again, it is a Friday night game. We haven't had those opportunities since like high school when you really think back to it. But we're very excited, and we know Terp Nation is going to come out and kind of just enhance the excitement level. So we're really ready for it.
Coach was very complimentary about the Iowa defense
Yes,
and how strong they've been against the run and the pass in their short sample size. What have you seen on tape? What is it about them that makes them? It feels like they're one of those teams that their whole is much greater than the sum of its parts.
Yeah, they're a very disciplined team across the board, from D-line to the secondary. We know that they're going to play fast, they're going to play hard, and they're not going to take any plays off. So the biggest thing with us is just staying disciplined within our routes, staying disciplined within our execution, not taking any plays off as well, because you never know when that one play that could spring the changing moment in the game could happen. So I feel like all across the board, we got to block hard, we got to run hard, we got to catch every pass that's thrown our way, and I think that'll be kind of like the deciding factor of the game.
Brian, you were a special teams ace. I mean, you're the guy that you look for running down there to blow up the return.
Yes, sir.
And then you go out as a receiver. Is there a difference in your football mentality between those two positions?
I think both. It's a killer mentality, kind of in a different way. I know I got to be a little more technical from the receiver standpoint, knowing my depths, knowing how to get out of certain routes and stuff like that. But all in all, it's just me putting foot to the gas and going 100 miles an hour every time I'm on the field. And that's what I try to implement in the special teams, because that's a key part of the game as well. And I feel like I can kind of make big plays on the special teams as well as on offense. And that's what I've tried to do every time I stepped out there.
Hey, Brian. So obviously I know you guys have already played a Friday game this season, but another shortened week as you get prepared for a big opponent. Can you just kind of walk me through what that's like mentally and physically for you?
I feel like being that it is our second one, we're used to it now. So it's not too hectic in terms of the turnaround, but we know that we really got to be on our stuff, kind of take care of the schoolwork early on so stuff doesn't build up. But right now, I think we're in a good spot. We're having a really good week, and we're doing the right things to take care of our bodies and make sure that we're fresh for Friday.
Hey, Brian. Coach often talks about playing up to the standard. Can you talk about what that standard looks like for you and the rest of the players?
Yeah, just giving all-out effort, whatever that may be, across the board in every aspect of the game. If you're not the most talented guy, if you give all your effort, you can make an impact in the game. So that's really the biggest thing. And then we know as receivers, when we're out of practice, catch every ball that's thrown to us, block hard, like try to do everything we can to impact the game. And then each position and each side of the ball has their respective kind of points that they want to hit on each and every day at practice. So I feel like if we practice that each and every day, from beginning of practice to the end, the game is easy and everything carries over.
Hey, Brian, looking at the team's ground game, Tayon Fleet-Davis has been a big factor on the offense. What can you say about what he's meant to this team offensively?
Yeah, no, he's been a real key factor. Haven't had him in the past do some other stuff, but he's really put in the work, and he's really deserving of everything he's getting right now. He really busted his butt the whole entire offseason. He's even much more of a vocal leader than he was in the past. He's encouraging guys, and he just wants everybody to win. So I feel, like I said, everything that he's getting right now, he's really deserving of.
The staff around here speaks of you as highly as anybody I've heard of, and they talk about leadership and what you do every day. What do you think, without being overly self-praising, but what do you think you add to the team in that respect of leadership?
I feel like I kind of keep everybody really even-keeled. No matter what's going on, whether we're up high in the game or down, I feel like I'm the balancing factor in everything. And then every day at practice, I challenge defense to be on their best, and I challenge offense to be on their best, and I hold myself to the same standard. So I feel like being here for some time and kind of implementing that over the years, and now being older, so a lot more guys look up to me. They kind of can take the same approach that I take to things and then implement it into their game.
Take two more for Brian. In the back end.
Brian, after the game on Saturday, one of the things Coach talked about in terms of sloppy play was drop balls by the receivers. Talk a little bit about that, and also you had the forced fumble. So those are they mental mistakes, do you think, or just effort by the defense? How do you work on improving in those areas?
That all goes back to focus and discipline, stuff that we practice each and every day. So day one at practice, we were out. We had holding the ball, guys hitting the ball, trying to rake at it. Just little things that we know. When we jump up in the air, we got to keep the ball tight to our body. And then catching it, all it is eyes, just attaching your eyes to the ball and then securing the catch and tucking it before trying to run. So we're still practicing that each and every day after each practice for 20, 30 minutes after practice. And like I said, it's just something that you really have to focus in on the game, especially a key game.
Last one, Ryan, on the right.
I gotta ask, have you been paying attention at all to the AP top 25 rankings? Because it's Maryland's kind of getting up there, cracking the door into the top 25. I just want to get your thoughts. Is that something you or any of your teammates pay attention to?
No, I don't think we really pay attention as a group. Obviously we hear the buzz and stuff like that, but all in all, we're just trying to go put the best product out on the field, and then that stuff will take care of itself.
Thanks, Brian.
Appreciate y'all.